guest, James Z. Aarons, the author and veterinarian, has a website, jeadvm.com, and his blog describes lots of veterinary adventures. And one of them is, you were bit by a tiger. Could you please tell us that story?
The pictures are in the blog underneath the first book, My Fear of Failure autobiography.
Okay.
I worked for the Atascadero Zoo for a period of time as the vet.
Wow. How fun.
It was. I went into vet school and I thought, I'm going to be a large animal vet. And I never paid attention to the exotic section. And I had to do some fast learning.
Right. So large animal means horses and cows?
Pretty much.
Okay.
You don't do zoos. That's feathers and scales. I don't want to touch feathers and scales.
Okay.
I don't want to learn about feathers and scales. I'm a large animal vet.
Okay.
But I decided I'll take the challenge, and it worked very well. I developed some lifelong friendships from that.
Mm-hmm. And you had to learn about every animal in the zoo?
Yeah, I'm the vet. I have to.
I guess I figured that vets for each type of animal.
And what made it even harder is that this was before the internet.
Oh my goodness.
So it was a hard learning experience, but the people at the zoo, they already know the husbandry. They already know the animals, so they're very helpful.
Is husbandry meaning...
animal caretaking.
Okay.
Whenever I say animal husbandry, it means caretaking.
Okay.
Someone has to feed them, clean up after them. That's animal husbandry.
Okay. So there's a bunch of people at Atascadero Zoo who know a lot.
Yeah, they help me out with the other stuff. So I just bring in the medical expertise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But one of the things we had to do is Sasha the tiger, the Bengal tiger, we didn't want her to get pregnant anymore. There's a glut of tiger babies.
Right, I've heard that. It's so surprising, but so they breed easily in captivity, apparently.
Yeah, I have another book coming. A whole book's going to be called Tiger Lady. I had a client that came up from where Hugh Hefner lives. She was a playmate.
Okay. And
she decided that after people didn't buy her naked pictures anymore, she was going to come up here, and she bought a ranch up on Lime Mountain Road.
Okay.
And she put a tiger sanctuary up there.
Okay, this is a very fascinating person.
And so I
From playmate to
she's got a
tiger keeper.
She's a character in the book now.
Okay, awesome.
And it came from a real experience.
Okay. So
but get back to the zoo.
Yeah.
Sasha we didn't want her to be pregnant, so you have to put in a birth control capsule. A birth control capsule looks like I would say a magnet you put in cattle for rumens, but that doesn't, so they don't get wire disease, but that doesn't help any normal people.
Right.
It's probably as big as, probably 3 inches by, it's a cylinder, a capsule that you have to put in between the muscles in the neck.
It's a hormonal treatment?
It's a hormonal treatment.
Okay.
This is, yeah, it's absolutely.
So it's birth control.
Yeah, my daughter's on it now, right, Abby? Sorry. That's what
she
they
really
do.
regrets coming in today.
How long does it last? It lasts a month.
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
so in zoos, if animals breed too readily,
You
they
gotta
put
get rid
on
of
birth
them.
control. They put on.
You have to. What are you
Right.
going to do? Put
Yeah.
them to sleep?
Yeah.
That would be a public disaster if that word got out that extra animals were being put to sleep.
Right. So this is a full-grown Bengal
tiger.
And so how did you go about doing this?
Well, there's behind every exhibit, each animal has bedrooms.
Okay.
So you just make them stay in the bedroom by not opening up the door in the morning to the outside.
Okay.
And they already know something's happening because their routine is off.
Okay.
So I walk into this back concrete place that reeks of cat urine.
Okay.
And Sasha looks up and she knows what's up. She's growling, and when they feel threatened, they'll put their ears back and sort of back into a corner and sit down and just wait.
No, wait a minute. There's nothing between you and Sasha?
Oh, in the bedroom there. Yeah. I'm sorry. There's they're in a cage still.
Okay,
So we're not going to go on into the bedroom.
Okay.
But so we come in the back way into the back hallway, and that opens up into 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
For 2 cats. And so the other cat got let out, but Sasha got kept in her bedroom.
Okay. So it's out of view of the public anyways.
Yeah, so I'm looking at her and she's looking at me, and we have a bar separating us, so I have to put her to sleep. The way to put them to sleep is you push a dart into their skin.
Okay.
And you can either do it with a propelled dart gun, or in her case, she was so close I could just use a dart tube where you puff it with your breath.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay.
And so it's like those pygmy darts
Right.
we grew up with in South America.
Right.
You go like that.
Right.
So it worked, so I put her down after 3 shots. And
So now she's lying on the floor?
she just lies on the floor.
Right.
We're so used to that. People, if you go to a regular hospital, everybody's in a bed.
Right.
At my hospital, surgery recovery is right on the floor on a blanket.
Okay.
We've got Sasha laying down flat,
Okay.
and we shave her neck up, and that was a pretty straightforward procedure.
But it's surgery. You're putting a large
Yeah.
object into her neck.
Yeah, what size is that? That would be the size of like two Tootsie Rolls together. Okay, or one big Tootsie Roll. So I have to dig in, I have to slice into her skin, spread 2 of the muscle layers in her neck, and then pop that capsule in all in a sterile manner with gloves and surgery packs, and then sew the skin back up.
Okay.
So we were all doing that and high-fiving each other mentally because it was a good thing. We're all done. And then you got to wait for recovery. During recovery, you start noticing things. You go, okay, well, let's check her toenails, see how strong they are. Is there any issues there? And you do a complete physical.
Okay.
So I get up to her head, and I'm looking, and I pull her tongue out, looking at the health of her teeth. And all of a sudden, I thought I saw a black spot.
Okay.
So with my right hand, I pulled the tongue a little bit harder, and with my left hand, I'm starting to look at this tooth. Well, she was awake just enough where her jaws clamped shut when my thumb was in there.
Oh my gosh.
So the tip.
Did you say some very bad words when that
No,
happened?
I said, Alan, we have to go to the hospital. I was very calm.
Okay. Wow.
So
So you were able to pry her jaws open and get
No, it just closed and opened right away.
Okay, so now
And the tip of the thumb was hung on by a little bit of thread of skin at the very outside. So we didn't have to go hunting for it.
Okay.
So I just I just put it on and said, you got to drive me to the hospital.
Okay.
So that's my tiger story.
And so you went to the emergency room, told them you were bit by a tiger, and they sewed your thumb back on.
Yeah. And that's explained in 2 books. The first one is the autobiography.
Okay, yes.
The second one was I had that happen to Rory in Yates So Omen.
Okay.
It brought Katie back from the res to help him.
Guest James Z. Aaron.